Hey guys, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen my face before, my name is Gabby and welcome to Christian Advice for Teens. Today I'm going to be talking about freshman advice for all you freshmen out there who just need a word of advice and just need to know all the do's and don'ts of high school. I have like a list of stuff, so if you guys see me like looking down occasionally, these are just the topics I'm looking at so I know what to talk about. I don't want it to be like the last video where I did not know what I was speaking about and I just didn't know what topics. So I already have my topics up here, so let's just get on with the video. The first thing I want to talk about is grades. Now, they start recording your grades around 8th grade already, just to see like how your progress is and how you're doing in school. They're not gonna take it that seriously. The things that they're gonna be looking at most is your grades in senior to junior high school. But if they need any confirmation, they look back on your grades in previous years, like 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's why it is crucial to just take your grades seriously for those years. So for freshmen, I suggest you study. It is so hard to balance everything because you're just starting out and you don't know what you're doing, but eventually you get the hang of it. But I think it's good just to get good grades, and you should get grades anyway. Like that should have been like a no-brainer. But try your best to stay ahead of everything, because once you learn how to stay ahead through 9th and 10th, and you know what you're doing, it's going to be very easy for you to just pass through 11th and 12th grade. So, your grades, they're not going to be looked at very cautiously, but they are going to be looked back upon when they need other confirmations for colleges. Like if they're kind of stuck in the middle, like whether they want to accept you or not, they're going to look at your progress from 8th and 9th and 10th grade when they need confirmation. So always take your grades seriously, no matter what the teachers tell you. I know my advisor told me that 9th grade and 10th grade were going to be your chill years, that they're not going to mean the most on your record, but you still want to focus on school. You still want to try to get the best grades that you can do. Do not sit there and say, oh, I'm in high school and now it's time to party. No, boo-boo. It's time for you to focus. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the teachers. The teachers from middle school and high school, they are so much different. They give you so much more independence and they aren't on your backs as much. And I kind of like that about high school. They give you a lot more time to just, try to figure it out and show you that, look, you need to take this seriously because this is for college. This is not to have fun and just do whatever you want to do. It is not like that. So, you really want to take your teacher seriously, because if you take your teacher seriously and you show them that you're committed to school, that you're committed to the subject that they're teaching you, it really allows them to take you seriously. And whenever you need a recommendation, they can look back over the years, like especially your freshman year, and how you were so focused and how you took everything seriously. They can get you a good recommendation on how you're a very serious student and how you take things seriously. That's another thing. Taking your classes seriously. Even if it is freshman year, even if it is your easy year, you need to take things seriously because it's only gonna get harder. And if you're not taking it seriously now, you're not gonna take it seriously when you're in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Me, I was good in 9th grade, but 10th grade I kind of didn't take things too seriously, which is not a good thing. You want to always take things seriously and respect your teachers, because your teachers are there's some teachers, wow, the lawnmower's on right when I'm filming. This thing has been off for like 5 hours, but some teachers, they respect you whether on how you respect them. I know other teachers, like if you hate them, they're still nice to you, but other teachers in high school, they're low-key so shady and salty. Like I remember when we were in our first day of 10th grade, we walked into class and she's like, you're late. And we're like, girl, we have like a 15-minute break. What do you mean we're early? She was so salty off the bat. Some teachers are very salty, but no matter what, respect them. If you have a problem with the teacher, tell the principal or something, or talk to your mom or something. Just take them seriously. Don't try to take things in your own hands. Don't disrespect. Don't be popping your neck like this and trying to out-sass them and all that kind of stuff. No, because high school teachers are no joke. They put you in detention real quick. The middle school teachers, they just sit there like, now you know. Don't do this and don't do that. They let you slide. High school, no. Teachers are salty. Okay. Credits. Credits in high school work like this, like I've already said. From 8th, 9th, and 10th, they start recording your grades. But they don't look at them right off the bat. Your college, when you go to your college applications, they look at how you did for junior and senior year. But if they want to accept you, but they're not sure whether they should, like if your grades are kind of like in the middle, and they want to see, if you are capable of doing better than what you're doing now, then they'll look back at your previous years to see how you did. Like if you did good, they're like, oh, okay, we can let them in because, they did well in those years. So I'm pretty sure they just had some setbacks. So that's why you want to take freshman year seriously, because of course they're not going to look at it. That's not going to be the first thing they look at. But it's definitely going to be something to look at if a school wants to see if you've been taking your classes seriously and if you've been taking high school seriously from day one. So keep your eyes on the prize. If you have a dream college, try to do well in freshman year. Just try your best. That's all it's about, is trying your best in freshman year and getting the hang of it. Try to make the best of 9th grade so that when the college board looks back and how you did, they can say that you took things seriously and that you did the best you can and you got good grades, and that way they can use that to accept you, because sometimes they like to see what you did in 9th grade and see if and compare to how you do now. So if you improved or if you downfall, so you just want to take everything seriously and do the best you can and take things seriously. Next thing I want to talk about, credits. I forgot to talk about this. Credits, the way we did it at my school was the subjects that you passed, you got a number of credits. So make sure you're passing your classes. And, for other classes that we had that didn't really count, we got 1 credit. So make sure you're passing your classes, because if you don't pass, you don't get any credits. And you need a total number of credits to pass high school, and you need a certain number of credits to get into college. So make sure you're always trying to pass your classes and you're doing really well, you're getting good credits in order to pass your grade and also to get accepted into high school. Make sure your credits are on par, that they're good from the beginning, okay? Okay. Now the next thing I want to talk about is balancing school. Now in middle school, we wanted to do sports and all this and that and keep on top of school. Now in high school, it's a little bit more difficult because the homework you have is a lot more and you always have to do this and that. High school is just, high school is a lot more complicated than that. Yes, if you've been balancing things from the beginning, you're gonna have a good time with it. But in freshman year, you need to balance really well. You need to know how to balance things. You need to know how to make time for school and also make time for sports. And if it's your freshman year and you're not good at balancing, I suggest just taking some sports off, like just not doing any activities for a month, and try to get a good balance of school and try to balance things little on little, just so you can get a good feel of it and see if you can balance all this stuff. And if you get a good balance of everything and you know what to do and you have your schedule and everything, you can do all your after school activities. And that's another thing I suggest, really getting a schedule so so it helps you with your balancing. So oh, I have this today and then I have this tomorrow and all that stuff. Make sure your balancing is good, because you need to learn how to balance your balance your classes and your activities, because if you don't do well in your classes, they're not going to let you do activities. So make sure that you're balancing school well, especially in freshman year. Please balance your piece of balance, because the classes that you get next year are based on how you did in freshman year. So if you didn't take freshman year seriously, you will not be able to do certain classes that you want to do next year because you weren't taking freshman year seriously. So please balance. Take time to study and do sports. If you can't take time to study, you do not need to be in a sport. Next thing is tests. You need to prepare for weeks. High school, they tell you weeks before, so you never have an excuse, and they already start hinting. So what I suggest is after each class, when you get home, study everything, make flashcards and everything, so that you'll get a good idea, especially for like sciences like biology and chemistry. know what you're gonna study, and do this every single night, so that when it comes to the test, you can just study all the things that you already know and just review them, so you got them in your brain, So study the day they tell you. Start studying, like even before they even tell you. Study what you learn, so that when the test comes, you already know what you're doing, and you don't have to worry about cramming in the middle of the night. That does not help. Cramming for tests in high school, trust me, it does not work in freshman year, not in any year for that matter. Cramming, it doesn't work. At least for me, cramming for tests last minute, it does not help at all, trust me. So that's why they tell you a few weeks in advance. They don't really do that for middle school, I don't think, but they tell you like at least a good month ahead, so make sure you're studying. Next thing I want to talk about are your subjects in your classes. Choose the subjects that you will want to do in college. They give you a chance to study all the things that you want to learn. Just so, like, when they give you a list of classes, those are the things that are going to help you know what you want to do in college. And unlike college, you are able to change like what you want to do each year. Me, I like to do art, so I did art as one of my electives. So make sure you're choosing the same kind of elective that you might want to do in college, and choose something that you might want to major in college. So the subjects that they give you, don't just do it because you think it looks fun, or that you think like your friends would like it, or your friends doing it with you. Do it because it might be what you want to study in college. Next thing I want to talk about, actually that's it. I was going to do the difference between middle school and high school, but I kind of already covered that. But in all summation, make sure you're balancing well. Make sure, get to know your teachers. Just know what to ask them what to expect, and ask them what they're looking for. Just try to talk to all your teachers individually, just so you can get a good feel of high school. Ask them for any advice and any tips. And for sports are going to be really hard to balance, because you are able to do varsity in high school. So when you travel, school still goes on. They don't wait for you. I know in my other school, they did not wait for you. When they had a test, you had to be studying for that test when you were in varsity and traveling, and then as soon as you came back, you had to do the test. So make sure you're always studying, you're always balancing everything. Make sure you're taking your classes seriously, your teachers seriously. You try to get as many credits as you can, try to pass every class, and just kind of have fun with it. Just don't overthink it. High school is not too bad if you know what you're doing, and if you're taking it seriously, and if you're actually putting effort into what you're doing. If you've been really good in middle school, you're going to be fine. But if you didn't take middle school too seriously and you're just like goofing around, this is your time to buck up and prepare yourself. And get, like I said, when you choose your electives, choose the same electives that you would probably want to study in college. That's the main point why they let you choose, so you get a good feel of what you want to do, what you want to do for college. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I always go to 12 minutes. I don't know why. I always do this. Hey, okay, so another thing you want to do is you always want to ask for help, no matter what. Always ask for help. If you're not sure about something, always ask for help. If you need something, ask for help, because teachers will actually like that you're asking them for help, rather than waiting for the last minute and using the excuse, I didn't know how to do this. Oh my gosh, stop touching your face. My face is so itchy. Always ask for help, because you will not have an excuse like, I didn't know how to do this, when you had so much time to ask for help. Because high school, they give you like 1 to 2 weeks to do something. So if you need help, you can always go to them. And that way, if you take your classes seriously, the teachers will actually want to help you. I know some people, they're like goofing around in class, and then when they go to help, the teacher's like, okay, well, maybe if you would have been paying attention, you wouldn't have this question. So really, don't talk to me. So really try to take it seriously and ask for help. Anytime you need help, always take the advantage to ask for help. So, don't be afraid to ask for help, because it will come in handy, and it's just great, and they'll actually enjoy that you're trying to actually learn something. So always ask for help no matter what. Oh, it's 13 minutes now. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want a sophomore advice for teens, comment down below and like this video. And if you like this, I hope you subscribe if you're new to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Look at my makeup, it is slaying. Ooh, 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 ooh. ooh, okay, back with the video.